What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. I try not to. I typically am a pretty positive person, but I tend to just shoot off at the mouth and just say things, and then sometimes you guys think I'm crazy. Things like when I said that this sale of SGC. PSA, they're just gonna render SGC, irrelevant, and ultimately, take everything good that happens over at SGC, implement it into PSA, and then either offer up SGC as a budget, type of offer service, or just do away with them altogether. Today. Now, this actually wasn't today. It's happened a couple of days ago, but I saw it today on Instagram, which is weird because I log in quite often to the PSA website to check on my orders and stuff like that and see how things are going. For a long time, one of the things that was when I was a big supporter of SGC, since the sale, I no longer am. One of the things that was always a comment about SGC, everybody loved everything about SGC, but the value, right? You don't get the same value for the card. The other thing is that, man, I love the service. I love the company. I love everything about them. I love that they're an alternative. At the time, they were an alternative to PSA, an independent alternative to PSA. A lot of people were saying, man, I can't get by the Slab, man. I wish they would offer just a clear option, and I personally always loved the Slab because it kind of encased the card and kind of held it in there, and I always enjoyed that. PSA released on a couple days ago. It says, too long have grading companies encased die cuts in standard four-sided cards. Or like standard four-sided cards. Too long have unique designs been susceptible to movement inside holsters, and from here on out, and only at PSA, this injustice will not stand. Introducing custom fit encapsulations for die cut cards, effective immediately for eligible regular service level submissions and above. Die cut cards will be set and sealed with a custom transparent insert at no cost. The result, unbreakable preservation and presentation. One of the things I always liked about SGC is that whenever you had smaller cards or weirder cards, like for example, cards like this, Honus Wagner, they're not the same size, the card's smaller, and they encased it like beautifully in the tuxedo as we called it. In order to fit the dimensions of the card. If it was a weird sized card, then they did this kind of service. I thought it was awesome. Apparently now PSA is doing that with die cut cards. I would imagine that the next logical step would be to do that with cards like that, like a Honus Wagner card or something that's like a tobacco card or just a different size card, to offer the die cut service. PSA is just, they're going to do away with SGC. I don't think that the SGC name is going to live on any longer. There's no reason for them to keep them around. And when they start incorporating technology like this and things like this, or like design attributes of what was cool about SGC now into PSA, and one of the things that people always wanted from SGC was a clear version of their cards. They're just kind of rendering SGC, just irrelevant, in my opinion. This is cool for PSA, though, because I do own quite a bit of die-cut cards. I do have some right here that I was just kind of taking a look at, which is my, this is Clint Capella. If you guys know, I'm a big Clint Capella fan. This is a straight-up die-cut card. Now, one of the things that they mentioned in their press release was a rule of thumb as to what cards are actually going to be eligible. They're saying of no cost, no additional cost to you. So if you do have a die-cut card that you're going to send in, they're just going to put it in one of those inserts. Rule of thumb, here it is. If a card's edges align with at least 3 internal rails of the PSA holder, it's likely that no insert is needed to stabilize. Stabilize there is the key word. As many of you know, some die cut cards don't necessarily, like this one is actually completely die cut all the way around. So this one I would imagine would be one of the ones that would fall into that category of requiring a slab, the die cut insert. But as you guys know, sometimes some of the cards, I'm not flexing my my gold Capella collection here, but this is a gold. Sometimes the die cut is just in a corner, right? So, you know, it would leave 1, 2, and 3 edges for it to stabilize within the card, within the holder itself, right? So again, just kudos to PSA for continuing to reinvent their slab. They just recently redesigned the whole thing, making it thinner and lighter and stronger. And then now they're offering this very SGC-esque service, which is, hey, you know, pretty cool in terms of those of us that like die cut cards or that have weirdly shaped cards. I know I have a Hakeem Olajuwon sticker, Panini sticker that's about that big. I'm curious to see how they would do that, if they would use it for those. It doesn't really say, but because I guess they would, because it won't line up with at least 3 corners or 3 sides. So things like stickers, which I have quite a bit of, that let me see if I have, I don't have any right in front of me, but cool to see either way. I think it's a good sign of PSA, you know, wanting to continue to make things better. But again, just another old nail in the coffin for old SGC. I'm gonna do a whole nother video about my current thoughts on SGC. You know, what is it now? 6 months away from the sale that they did to Collector's Universe. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this new stuff. I think it's pretty dope. I'm curious to, I'm probably going to send in a few cards in this next submission just to see what that actually looks like. And maybe a couple of cards that I'd be curious to see if they even do that for. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Check out the eBay store. Check out cardcapsule.us. There is a discount code for you guys down in the description. And check out Collect 3D Prints for your display slabs. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.